Hello ladies and gentlemen, today I'm jumping straight back into some Destiny to show you where the vendor Zur is hiding, if that's the correct pronunciation, X-U-R. I will show you where he is currently placed. This is week 3. The dark music was quite soothing, as I got quite a nasty surprise once I visited him this week. It was too sad for me, too sad. Well, I will try and get there as quickly as possible to show you the location of him. Last week, if you were currently leveling a warlock or playing a warlock over level 20, you would have seen he was selling the Sunbreakers, the exact same item he was selling the previous week. My warlock will pop up in a wee second, then you'll see what the Sunbreakers are like. They're just a pretty badass gauntlet, as you can see there. I went for the whole yellow sort of colour. I was going to use the term transmog because I do play Warcraft, so the word transmog to me is what I always use instead of shaders. But when it comes to this game in general, I do tend to see a lot of Warcraft themes in the game. So the likes of the exotic gear and the purple, which is the legendary gear, I will often swap the word legendary for epic and the exotic for legendary, because that's just what I'm used to. I'm used to seeing purple being epic and legendary being the orange. So enough rambling on. Let's fly back to Earth, and I'll show you where Zur is hiding. Of course, on week 1 he was down facing the Crucible Quartermaster. In week 2 he was down towards the Seeker, standing outside a giant vault door. And this week it took me, I'd say it took about half an hour trying to find him. I actually did enter the room that he was in, and apparently half an hour later he decided to spawn. So I was pretty fortunate that I actually knew where this place was, as you see in the tower. So we're going to go to the hangar this time, and those are the Sunbreakers, the gauntlets, if you didn't get a good enough view of them. I will of course go have a quick rundown as to what he's selling for the week, just in case you have 13 of your coins sitting there with your strange coins ready to go, like I was. So this room is just beside the dead orbit guys. There they are, and directly below the future war cult, which I'm a part of, as you can tell with my sweet ass rifle. So Zur is all the way back here, this creepy looking bar, and he's just standing right in the corner looking all tentacly and menacing. My traveller has a dark mirror. Well, that's interesting, and that'll hopefully lead on to some epic story later on. So we shall indeed, buddy. So straight off the bat, he sells a Titan chest piece, 339, which maxes out at 439 defense, plus 21 light and 130 intellect. You revive people quicker, which is awesome, and you spawn more orbs, which is also awesome. You carry more ammo for special weapons and carry more ammo for auto rifles, and at the moment that is, in my opinion, a phenomenal chest piece. Special weapons are brilliant, that's your sniper rifles, your shotguns, your fusion rifles, and you carry more ammo for auto rifles, which is pretty much the gun of choice for the majority of people. So next up is the Hunter's Helmet, the Knucklehead Radar. 311 defense, which upgrades to 402. You have 21 light, 95 strength. Your grenade hits restore melee energy, and of course having your strength boosted as well reduces your cooldown as well, which is quite nice. More super energy from non-guardian kills, which is brilliant for PvE, especially the likes of the Vault of Glass. And your radar remains visible while aiming primary weapons. That is pretty good. I do have that on my rifle from what I remember. Let me just double check that. Yep, radar remains active while aiming down the weapon sights, which is awesome. Anyway, next up is the Apoethys Veil, which has 311, upgrades to 402, which again is the exact same as the Hunter Helmet. 21 light and 97 discipline, which reduces the cooldown of your grenade from what I remember. Yeah, it would be. Melee hits replenish grenade energy, replenish health when you pick up an orb, and activate your super regenerates your health. So, as always, what I tend to find, Titan and Warlock go hand in hand. They'll basically pour out orbs like they usually do anyway with their special melee ability, and that'll basically keep them alive. And of course, if you are a Sunslinging Warlock, like I was, I've just currently finished maxing out my Voidwalker there. You can, of course, revive yourself, which is the best ability ever, in my opinion. So, carrying on to the Suros Regime, or Suros Regime, or whatever you want to pronounce it, I guess. That looks pretty cool. I do quite like it. Looks like a gun I've seen in Call of Duty, I have to say, though. Let's see what this helmet looks like, since I'm Warlock. So it looks pretty cool. It kind of look like the speaker, or the seeker. I don't get what's up with the yellow bits around the outside, but each to their own. Anyway, so the Suros Regime, or Regime, does 260 attack, upgrading to 300 attack, which is pretty good considering mine, well, pretty much the exact same, only that's, obviously mine's a scout and that's an auto rifle. And usually auto rifles will beat scout hands down, sadly. Not at range, as I'm sure you can tell. The bottom half of each magazine deals bonus damage and has a chance to return health when damaging enemies. I don't know why it took me so long to get that sentence out. Dear, that was bad. So for roughly 16.5 bullets, which is a weird number, you'll get health from it and you'll do bonus damage as well. Well, a chance to get health. And when zoomed, the weapon fires slower but causes additional damage. That's pretty cool. For a person that aims quite a lot in the game, that's pretty cool. And of course, they've got just the standard exotic engram. You spend 23 mote delight, you have a chance to get a random helmet for any of your characters. I do warn you that I realised this. I currently, as I said before, I currently have the gauntlets. I went to buy the helmet, and I was greeted by this message: exotic gear already equipped. Sorry, but you cannot equip more than one piece of exotic gear at a time. What the fuck? I was so annoyed when that happened, because it doesn't tell you prior to you actually buying it. So that was pretty disappointing. I kind of did want to equip the helmet, not because of its aesthetic looks, because I don't really like this front bit going on. It'd be nicer without the yellow, in my opinion. But man, the stats, look at those stats. I would love to have had that, and I don't really see the point in only being able to equip one piece of exotic. That may change down the line, I'm not too sure. But it looks like for now I'm stuck with these flipping shitty looking purples. Man, I want all the yellows. So that is of course what it looks like equipped. And what it's like with different shader on. I do tend to keep the yellow one just for the fact that I am a sunslinging warlock. I'll try the pink. I see people tend to like the pink camo. So, okay, so there you have it, folks. The sad truth that you can only equip one item at a time. That is, of course, I can't gonna say legendary there. That is your exotic. I did go for that because I do tend to have the sunslinging ability equipped the majority of the time. So there you have it, folks. This is Zur. If you've never met him before, he's pretty cool. He sells some good stock. He's in this funky area. Once again, I'll show you where it is. In case you've forgotten. So it's just in the hangar, down the steps and to the right hand side. Hope you enjoy, folks, and if you do enjoy, please throw a like, share it around, because I've had a lot of people on the likes of Game FAQs trying to find where Zur is. At least I've put a video up to show where he is, so much appreciated if you'd help them out as well as me. Take it easy, guys, and I'll see you later.